May 2023. Dozens of Indiana Jones cosplayers descend on the city of San Francisco for a tour of its iconic Indiana Jones filming locations and more. For those of us who attended the event, it was the adventure of a lifetime. Eugene Shin is the superfan who organized the tour. He almost single-handedly put together an experience that will be talked about for years to come. He even supplied all attendees with paper props such as airline tickets, Henry's wanted flyer, and a Club Obi-Wan poster. I got the bonus experience of carpooling and then Airbnb-ing with a bunch of Indy fans, so there was plenty of Indy fun to be had throughout the trip. The tour officially kicked off at the Treasure Island Administration Building, aka the Berlin Airport from Last Crusade.
Let my armies be the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky.
In addition to the photo op, we busted out the whips for a cracking session. Since we had a lot of places to go, we rented out a bus for the day, and our driver took us all by surprise when he shouted out,
"Everybody holding on to their potatoes."
Our first stop was San Francisco City Hall, which had doubled as Washington, D.C. in Raiders of the Lost Ark. This impressive staircase was a hotbed of eager photo seekers. There were numerous wedding parties taking pictures here, and everyone had to wait their turn. But when the time did come, we took some tremendous photos.
Bureaucratic fools.
Our next stop was a real treat and one of the highlights of the trip, Lucasfilm headquarters. We were warmly greeted by Lucasfilm employees who gave us free swag, Indiana Jones patches, a picture of Indy from Temple of Doom, a Lego Indy keychain, and a stack of untouched 40-year-old Indiana Jones comic books. We got to take pictures with the Yoda statue, plus all of the great displays they had in the lobby. And as a bonus, Lucasfilm's Vice President of Franchise Assets and Publicity tweeted a picture of us. Next, we visited the Palace of Fine Arts, which appeared in my other favorite movie of all time, Vertigo. Though it wasn't used in an Indiana Jones movie, we stopped here to recreate pictures from Dial of Destiny. And then the final stop of the day, Ross Alley in Chinatown, which had been used for shots of the rickshaw in Temple of Doom. A colorful and dynamic setting for some great photos. We toured the fortune cookie shop there and met someone who had been there when they filmed the scene itself. Day one concluded with another group photo back at Treasure Island, and the next morning it was off to San Anselmo, the longtime home of George Lucas. There's a hiking trail up there in the hills, which was used for the motorcycle chase in Last Crusade. Jeffrey got some great footage of the location.
It didn't look like the main road in the movie because they put it at a little lower angle.
And soon we descended on the statues of Indy and Yoda in the park for another epic photo shoot and hangout. Lucasfilm again sent a representative, and we presented him with a plaque signed by all of us, which is now on display in Lucasfilm headquarters. And it was here at the park that the tour organizers Eugene and Brian commented on the trip and awarded raffle prizes.
For a long time I was planning this for years, thinking it was never gonna happen. I'm glad you all came, and you're all family.
Aww. Let's give a round of applause to this man right here. And then one more for all of you.
Yeah.
Hilda's coffee shop is just a short walk away. This is the cafe that George Lucas would come to eat while he was creating and writing the scripts for Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You're on Holy Grant.
While we were eating lunch on the patio, many passers-by stopped to take pictures with us and talk about Indiana Jones. One such person was this man, who asked about our group and our tour. As I was talking with him, I suddenly realized that he was four-time Academy Award-winning sound designer Ben Burt. Yes, the man who had invented the sounds of the lightsaber, Darth Vader's breathing, and the Indiana Jones punch, and directed the Indiana Jones movie Attack of the Hawkmen. Craig Barron, a matte artist from Raiders of the Lost Ark, was there as well. We swarmed him and got a terrific group photo together. Ben was thrilled by the whole experience, and I'll never forget the warm smile on his face. We even gifted him a California Jones pin by Ron Phelps. Meeting Ben Burt was the biggest highlight of the trip for me, a total surprise chance encounter. But the fun still wasn't over, and we took a drive down the street where Indy's home from Raiders of the Lost Ark could be found. The owner of the home was clearly an Indy fan who proudly kept the Chachapoyan fertility idol on display. We fans just couldn't contain our elation.
Downs the Indy beat.
And soon after that, we headed out to the final official location of the tour, the airport from Temple of Doom. Being the final stop on the tour, we were sure to get in plenty of pictures and do our fair share of whip cracking. And while the tour was officially finished, the fun didn't stop for us Indy fans as we gathered at a great tiki bar called Last Rites. The following morning, those of us who had carpooled together took a bonus trip to the Air Museum in Oakland that houses the Short Solent Mark III, which is the plane which takes Indy to Nepal in Raiders of the Lost Ark. This was a very, very cool thing to have visited, and we took tons of photos and videos, as you can imagine. The museum itself was full of incredible displays, and I even did a little young Indiana Jones themed photo shoot. And then a few of us took a further bonus trip to Stockton for the Face Spanish Concert Hall, aka the exterior of Marshall College. And we followed this up with a stop in Modesto, California, where we saw George Lucas's childhood home. I am so glad I was able to go on this trip. We made some incredible memories visiting these iconic locations which we had seen on screen countless times, but the best part of it all was just being together with all these other Indiana Jones fans, and I'm so happy for the friendships which we have made. It is an incredible time to be a fan, and I can't wait to see everyone again on June 30th when Dial of Destiny hits theaters. Eugene said he hopes to put this tour on once again in 2 years, so maybe next time you can join us on the adventure of a lifetime.